Hey, I get to show you today these awesome little star boxes. Look at this fun little three-dimensional box. I made this using our Star Framelit dies, and you can do it with any kind of paper. I like to use our craft cardstock. This is a nice heavyweight cardstock. And then I'll just choose which size I want to do. This little box is done with the second size here. And so what you're going to do is cut 2 of the stars using the craft cardstock, and I would just lay my framelit there like that. You're going to want to put it between your 2 plates and then use your magnetic platform. That's always handy when you're using a framelit. Just run it through your Big Shot. You'll need 2 of them, and that's when you'll get these cute little stars. So let's show you how to make the rest of the box. This is the top and the bottom right here. Now I just need this piece that will become the side. And so I'm going to use a strip of cardstock. And what you want to do first is just decide how tall you want your box to be, and I have used a 1-inch height. I also want a little edge to be able to glue to the star, so I added 3/8 on either side. So when I went ahead and cut my cardstock, I cut it at a 1 3/4 inch width right here. Okay, so that's how I get the height. And then what you're going to do is take the star that you have chosen. Here's my framelit here. And you're going to measure the sides of this star so that you'll know where to score your strip. So I came in here and measured this. I got 1 3/8. So what I'm going to do is come right along my piece of cardstock and score it every 1 3/8. And then I'll also come to the sides and score my little 3/8 inch strip there. So let's go to my trimmer and take care of that part. This is our awesome Stampin' Up! Trimmer, and I've got my scoring blade ready to go here. So I'll come right in here to the 3/8. So there I've scored my 2 sides. I just scored at 3/8 on both sides. So now I've got that 1-inch height that I was looking for my box. And now I'm going to come in and just score it every 1 3/8 because that was the width of the star, the side on the star. So depending on which size box you're doing, this measurement will be different. But for the one I'm doing, I'll go to 1 3/8. So that's just right here. Just score that. And you're just going to keep going every 1 3/8. Okay, so I just got to the end. I've scored it every 1 3/8, and now I've got this little bit left right here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that right off because that is extra and I don't need that. Now, because this is going to start to become the star shape, I need a total of 5 points. So as you can see, I don't have quite enough to go all the way around. So I'm going to make a second strip that I can patch on here and make it a little bit longer so I can keep going. So here's my other strip that I've already prepared. Now if you look, you can see on my star I'm going to need, of course, 5 points. Each point has two sides to it, so I need basically a total of 10 little panels. So if I look at this, I've got 8 right here. So I just need 2 more to make it long enough, but I'm also going to add an extra 2 so that I'll have a panel that I can overlap to glue it together. Okay, so you can see now that when I overlap these and glue that, bring it around and glue this one, now I will have the shape for a full star. Okay, so your next step on here, before you do anything with these pieces, is you're going to come through here and make some V's on the little turning points of the star. You're just going to want to do this by hand and just cut on this edge right to your point where that score intersects. And this will make it so when you fold up the box, you won't get a lot of bulky cardstock overlapping each other. So this is how it looks when I have cut all of my little notches. Now remember, right here it's meant to overlap over each other. So I've got some extra tabs right here and I can go ahead and just trim those off. And that way that'll reduce the bulk. Okay, so now this is ready to be overlapped right here, and I'm going to use sticky strip to do that. This is one of our great products that is perfect to use when you want to assemble a box or anything that needs to be very sturdy. And I'll just use a couple pieces here. Set this up so it's ready to be glued. Okay, so there are my tabs, and I will go ahead and adhere those in a few minutes, but first I'm going to get all of my other tabs ready to go too. These little guys right here will each need sticky strip on them, and then I'm also going to cut the little corners off right here to complete my tabs. Okay, so once I've done that and added little bits of sticky strip all the way along here, this is how the pieces look. So all of this prep work that you have done has basically set you up so that this star box will be super easy to put together. So your first step in assembly is going to be to peel some sticky strip on the ends and just attach these two. I like to make this seam go inward, so my star would go that way so that that's a little bit more hidden on my project. And we'll come and adhere this side as well. Okay, so you can see the star starting to come together here. Now, in order to attach this star shape to the top of my box, what I'm going to do is this. I found the easiest way to do this is to start by removing both of the tabs on one point of the star and then just attach it to the top of the star. Then you can work one point at a time all the way around the box. Okay, so there's one side of my box all finished up there. Now, of course, the other side is just the same. The difference this time is the star won't have any trouble holding its shape. The bottom is helping it just stay where it needs to be. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and peel all of my sticky strips and then just bring in my star and carefully glue it on top. Okay, just like that, I've got the shape of my box all done. Now for my little birthday box, I could just put a treat inside of here for a friend, or these boxes make awesome decorations as well. Let me show you these super fun ones from our Christmas catalog. This is from our holiday catalog. And this is just a little set of decorations that you might use in your house. As you can see, the star framelits work awesome to make these adorable little boxes. Have a lot of fun!